They have the first delivery, they don't want to. They don't want to.
Yeah, they're really good.
They do if you show up.
Because they have a new,
They do plans, so 545.
they charge you $8 if you want, you.
There was one time I ordered that here.
Waiting for.
Yeah.
We're all here.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jim. And then.
When I asked them where, I said, "Door." The little bedroom, might go back. Yeah.
Send it.
All right, cool. What's the address?
So we're ready?
Yeah, that's all right. Oh, we have 3 cameras.
Everybody ready?
Oh, we didn't.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Troy City Council. This evening, we have the pleasure of holding a confirmation hearing for our newly appointed comptroller. I would invite him to come forward and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, Mike. Very happy to have you with us this evening. Look forward to hearing from you. Would you like to make an opening statement?
No, ready to just roll. No, I'm ready to go. Yep, no, all good.
Okay, very good. We've all received your resume and have had an opportunity to look that over. Does I open it up to the council for any questions?
Resume looks pretty good.
Councilmember Vera?
Council President. Yeah, I was just wondering if you could tell us just a little bit about your experience. I know that we have your resume, but if you could just elaborate on that.
Sure, yeah. I've been in municipal government for about 30 years overall, on and off. I was in private industry for about 10 years, but my last stint was at Albany County as chief accountant, reporting directly to the controller there. Was point man on the audit, which is basically responsible for all submissions to the auditor and walking through the audit process from start to finish, to the production of the financials. Also was the director of finance for the City of Waterville, where I was born and raised from. So I've been in this area for my entire life, and been doing accounting work my entire working life, one form or another. So
You've been here for what now, a month now?
about
Nearly?
a month, yeah.
How have you, how's the transition going?
Well, typical when going to a new position like this. It's taken on a lot. It's a challenge, but I'm up to the challenge, and it's always the case whenever you go into these new ventures where you're walking into a position that was held for quite a number of years by your predecessor. So City of Waterville, same thing, 30 years. Walked in behind that. County of Albany, same thing, 35 years, I think, the gentleman was there for. So it's a tough transition always, but I'm up for the challenge.
And how have you found working with the current accounting system, KVS?
It's antiquated, in my opinion. So we're looking forward. I understand we are moving to a Tyler Tech Munis technology software package, which is what I was working with at Albany County. So obviously familiar with the software there. So looking forward to the transition. That's going to be a tough haul, but much needed, in my opinion.
And are you currently the point of contact with the city as it relates to coordinating with BST?
With BST?
Yes.
Limited. I've had limited communication with them since I've been here. They're more in tune with Bonadio directly. So because they created all the schedules for the audit, and obviously it's nothing I could answer based on what they've submitted to date. So
Excellent. Thank you.
Councilor Steele.
Councilmember Casey.
I would assume at this point you have a pretty good grasp of the city's finances.
Well, that's, I wish I did, to the extent you want, but, yeah, no, but looking at the audited financials from 23, the city appears to be in a good position with a healthy fund balance.
Yeah. Well, that was my next question because I've asked that to people who've come before you. Have you seen anything for a cause of concern? I'm not an accountant. I have to depend on the professionals. Have you seen anything that concerns you or any red flags or anything that is off at all?
No, again, just it's the early stages, so it's a tough, it's a slow crawl to get where you need to be, and especially once we're going to be transitioning to a new accounting software. So you got to have it real tight before you make that transition. I've been a part of the early stages of the transition. The city was at the county actually when they transitioned to Tyler 20 years ago, but I wasn't at the capacity I am, or serving in the capacity I am currently. So it's kind of the,
Okay,
Cash
thank
flow
you.
work.
Thank you for coming to Troy.
Council President.
Councilmember McLaren.
Not a question so much as just I do feel good. I feel very thankful that you're with us. We've heard a lot during the budget process and during the audit and the quarterly report that we got about how amazing the team here is. And I hope you're, finding the same and we're able to just kind of move in and I just really appreciate that you're here and willing to take this on.
well, I appreciate that. I hope I could not meet your expectations. So
Councilmember Soriento.
Hi, Michael. Welcome aboard. Yeah, your resume is pretty impressive. And, but I just have one question, for now. So have you ever faced a challenge? Like, can you tell me about it, like a challenge that you've experienced and what did you do to overcome that challenge? Work-wise.
yeah, yeah, but it's both the actually most of the upper level positions I've held over my career have always been a challenge walking into. The City Water Fleet was in dire straits when I arrived there. They were without a director for about a year. So that was a tough haul where there was transitioning from literally hand kept ledgers and some computer software and transitioning that to a full electronic software accounting mechanism. So that was, that was a tough haul. The county, walking into a new administration, all the institutional knowledge was gone from the office for the most part, people that were there for 30 years. So, you're left on your own to, just crawl through the weeds. And I find that's what's going to be here, crawl through the weeds and get to the, it's all about getting your cash. It's all about the cash, where it's going, where it's coming from. So the rest will all fall into place.
Thank you.
Council President,
Councilmember Brosnan.
I'm happy to have you on board. Your resume is the best one we've seen so far. Do you have a long-term plan of staying with the city, or
I'm planning on this being my last stop. So,
all right, well, I appreciate you coming for the stop and
Wait, how old is he?
Thanks for stopping.
got a lot of
by.
work for you, so that's gonna be good.
yeah, no, I'll be busy for like some time here.
Thank you
To
to
get it to where, it needs to
Tab
be.
Talent Solutions too for finding you. That's the headhunter that found you. I want to say thank you to them too, because you're the best candidate we have so far.
Yeah, good. Appreciate it.
Mike, you're familiar with the charter and the dates that it contains regarding quarterly reports.
Yes, I've been made aware of that. Yes.
Do you foresee any difficulty abiding by that and providing the council with those quarterly reports?
At this time, I wouldn't be able to provide you with anything because I understand forget what the schedule is precisely. Is it? So forgive me on the exact schedule. I know it's shortly after the end of the quarter. But just trying to navigate through your current software is an issue in itself. So, but we could produce when needed. Once we get settled in, we'll definitely be able to meet those expectations.
We've been waiting a long time for that, so.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely be able to meet that.
Any other questions? Well, I want to thank you again for coming. We are so grateful to have you aboard and look forward to working with you. I hope we can have a productive relationship and
No.
certainly a positive one.
No, I definitely agree. So I
So-
appreciate all the, like I said, I hope I can meet everybody's expectations. So definitely have my work cut out for me here. So
Give you one last chance if you want to make any statement or share any of your thoughts that come to mind.
no, I see the challenge and I'm looking forward to the challenge, and I have all the confidence in the world that I can get you guys to where you need to be, especially as we move to this new software package. Give you that ability, or give myself the ability to get the council them timely reports that they so desire, and as well as produce sound financial reports for all end users. So
Thank you. All right. If there are no other questions, I would say the hearing is concluded. Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have 84 in here.
You don't have 80?
Oh, I printed up one, not the updated one.
I don't think tonight, I think she'll come. All set?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Finance Committee of the Troy City Council. It is July 24th, 6 o'clock. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Councilmember Keel,
Present.
Councilmember Brosnan,
Present.
Councilmember Spain McLaren,
Present.
Councilmember Vera,
Present.
Councilmember Soriento.
Here.
Councilmember Casey,
Present.
and Council President Steele also present. This evening, we have an additional resolution that may not have been on the
It's on the finance. I don't.
on the online version, but it is the resolution confirming the appointment of Michael McNeff. We, as controller, we just concluded a confirmation hearing concerning that appointment. We have 2 ordinances and 4 resolutions. At this time, anyone who wishes to speak on any agenda item is invited to come forward and share their thoughts. Seeing none, we'll move right into our agenda. Ordinance. Ordinance 34, ordinance approving settlement of tax certiorari proceedings instituted by 1801 Sixth Avenue LLC on the assessment roll of the city of Troy. Council President Steele, Councilmember Casey, at the request of the administration. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Councilmember Brosnan, second.
Second.
Councilmember Spain McLaren. Discussion on the resolution? Anyone have any questions for Rick? Okay, you're off the hook. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution is adopted unanimously, or ordinance is adopted unanimously. Ordinance 35, ordinance amending the 2025 general fund budget. Councilmember Casey at the request of the administration. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Councilmember Brosnan, second.
Second.
Councilmember Keel, seconds. Discussion on the ordinance.
Council President.
Councilmember,
I have a question regarding the transfer out of utilities, streetlights, if there's somebody available. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, what impact, if any, that this transfer would have on the city's ability to replace street lighting.
It would not impact it. We are still currently receiving credits for the energy incentive we did with the conversion of the LED lights.
Okay, so then this line item is this for materials and labor to replace street lighting?
No,
or
this is to pay to keep the street lights.
This is just the utilities?
Yep.
Okay. What would impact our ability to replace streetlights? I've had a couple of, I know I sent you a couple of requests. Do we need additional funding?
No, our funding is well right now. That comes from a different budget line.
Okay,
We are contracted with executive and DLC
Okay.
and they are on hand every day. We are currently in the process of purchasing poles as well, so that would be forthcoming in the near future.
excellent. And are those, is that still being handled by the traffic department?
Correct.
Okay. Thank you.
Well,
is there can you speak to the backlog of lights that are out and need attention?
it seems like we have quite a few, but percentages is low. Like I said, our contractors are doing a fantastic job maintaining them. Bill does his best as well when we're in an emergency, but not too much of a concern.
I know it's been mentioned the Congress Street corridor is an area in particular
I had an idea of that as well.
that really needs attention. Are we prioritizing that?
We are doing assessment as we speak. Myself, Bill, Mayor, Deputy Mayor, we are going to come up with a plan where we can purchase certain amount of poles because we don't have unlimited funds, but we are looking at high crime areas. So if that is one we can address, we will.
Thank you. Any other questions?
Councilmember
Keel?
Thank you. The bridge, 112th Street Bridge, the lights on there, whose responsibility is that, ours or is that the city's
That
or
is,
state's?
Like an agreement with both, wasn't it?
So we have a long time agreement with Cohoes. It needs to be updated. So we're in the process of updating that agreement with Cohoes, the maintenance. I don't want to steal any thunder, but you are going to hear some good news about some new lights on 112th Street for Cohoes and the Troy side. But I don't want to take any thunder away from one of our state reps. So stay tuned on that note, but good news forthcoming.
We want that thunder to be heard. Okay.
Yes,
Thank you.
you got it.
Any-
And lightning.
Any?
That's what I had.
Oh, you're hot tonight. Any other,
Council
And-
President.
Worry.
Seeing none, all in favor? Did you have a
I said it, but I
oh,
think we were still
Okay,
bantering.
my apologies.
Um,
Councilmember
I'm
McLean.
just, my question is about the going forward with the budgeting. So I know that will these changes be reflected going forward in next year's budget? If we're, if we're finding that this one was short, or do you think,
I would like to see it increase for sure.
okay, because vehicle repairs aren't going to stop
Correct.
needing to happen. And I assume that that's the same with the police department's repairs. I don't know, that can. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Thank you very much. All in favor?
I
Opposed? Ordinance 35 is adopted unanimously. Moving on to resolutions. Resolution 81, a resolution to commemorate the service and legacy of Vito Ciccarelli by designating that portion of Third Avenue between 110th Street and 111th Street as Vito's Way. Councilmember Keel, Councilmember Casey, at the request of the administration. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Councilmember
Second.
Brosnan, seconded by Councilmember Soriento. Discussion, anyone?
Council President.
Councilmember Keel.
I gotta say for Vito Ciccarelli, only known him since I've started working at Powers Park. Ryan's also working there at Powers Park to facilitate the concerts there every Saturday. And the concerts are great. They're good quality bands from the local area and some are taken, from afar. But Vito has been the one to do the booking for all these bands, and he kind of has the charge of what goes on there. And we're Ryan and I are learning the ropes as far as what needs to go on. We got to make sure the trash is picked up and there's barrels are put out and all that kind of good stuff. And then we do we sell raffle tickets. Anyway, Vito, he is a radio announcer. He's with Radio X. I think they have a presence here in Troy and in Cohoes. He's also been a DJ, and he's been booking concerts all over the place for people all over. But his home base really is in Lansingburg, and he's the epitome of cool. He's a cool guy. So I'm happy that we are putting forth this effort there to have Vito's Way here in Lansingburg.
Thank you. Mayor, did you wish to speak?
Just wanted to give the council a heads up. We have scheduled the designation for Vito's Way. It'll be August 23rd. That evening, we'll send you the time. But that day is a big day. It's a Adirondack Muscle Car Show, 1 o'clock. Then there's 2 bands, 3 o'clock and 5:30. And then the 12th annual Veterans Night. So we'll give you a heads up what time, but it will be August 23rd at Powers Park. Okay. And while I'm up here, we have not scheduled a date for Jerry, but we'll coordinate that with Carol. Thank you.
Any other
Council President Steele?
comments? Councilmember Casey.
Thank you. I've known Vito for quite a few years now. And I'll tell you, I'm glad we're recognizing Vito. I saw him last night. We stopped down at Rockin' in the River. He assists the bid with their acts. He's just doing this year after year after year. And he's involved with not only the bid, but Powers Park. He's always been involved with bringing this music and entertainment to Troy's events. Something that's made Troy and, for a while has made it really an attractive place to live. is these musical events, and Vito's always been tied to these, and he works very, very hard at that. Not only to Troy, but also he's out in some of the towns, and also he works at this kind of stuff for the county. So I'm glad that we're going to recognize him for his dedication and hard work. Thank you.
Thank you.
Council President,
Councilmember Sorian.
I want to echo Councilmember Casey's statement. I've known Vito for well over 20 years, and it is it's great to see, his passion and love for music and bringing that forward to our community, and not just City of Troy, but it's all over Rensselaer County. All these events, they're, are mostly coordinated by Vito, and it's very impressive. And it brings the communities together. So yeah, this is very well deserved.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution 81 is adopted unanimously. Resolution 82, a resolution to commemorate the service, life, and legacy of Jerry Weaver by designating that portion along 13th Street and Congress Street as Jerry Weaver Way. Council President Steele, at the request of the administration. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Councilmember McLaren, seconded by Councilmember Brosnan. Discussion?
Council President.
Councilmember McLaren.
I've known the Weaver family since I was a little kid. So that was a really long time ago. And to meet one of the Weavers, you got to know all of the Weavers. What just an incredible family they are. I think this is fantastic. I know that their flags, there's several of their flags hanging right by the entrance to Prospect Park. So I think it's fantastic that we're going to honor them or honor him in that way.
This is the portion of Troy where the Weaver family grew up. So it's very fitting that it be here. And as you said, the Weavers have and continue to serve our city in so many ways. Jerry is greatly missed. Wonderful, lovable guy, and did so much for our community. I would be remiss if I didn't highlight his efforts with the Flag Day Parade were outstanding. So I know his wife, his widow, Carol, will be with us at a regular meeting. But I would ask that we unanimously adopt this. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Resolution 82 is adopted unanimously. Resolution 83, resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with Rensselaer County on behalf of the Department of Mental Health to receive additional funding from the New York State Office of Addiction Services and Supports. Council President Steele, Councilmember Casey, at the request of the administration. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Councilmember Soriento, seconded by Councilmember Brosnan. Discussion?
Council President Steele.
Councilmember Casey.
I just want to talk briefly. I always like to see funds for addiction services. I don't know of anybody that addiction hasn't touched their life personally, but we're having a problem right now with this whole fentanyl and heroin thing, and it's even touched down in South Troy, where I'm from. And the county provides Narcan kits, and I just want to tell everybody this next month's meeting at Osgood Neighborhood Meeting, we're going to have members of the health department there giving out Narcan kits and showing us how to administer it. I had a kit in my car, and last month I saw someone in what turned out to be a great deal of distress at Canal and 4th. And I said to myself after that, I'm always going to have one of these kits in my car. And so if you can get to that meeting, it'd be a good thing to have with you. It might actually save a life. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments?
Council President,
Councilmember Vera?
I was just wondering if the administration has a plan on how they'll be spending this funding, this $41,000.
Sure. There's also funding from last year that the council authorized. We are in great discussions, Troy Boys and Girls Club and DFCC, the Drug Free Coalition, has offered to partner with us. I have spoken to Rick, our corp counsel. Potentially, we may have to put it out to bid. I was hoping that we could create a partnership with the Boys and Girls Club and DFCC. If we can't, we'll have to put it out to bid and they'll have to bid on it. So we're in the process of doing that now. And we've talked about outreach. We've talked about materials. They have a couple of folks on staff that would go to our schools, go to neighborhood meetings, and we would create a whole program with them. And they have provided a proposal. I love it. But once again, if we have to put it out to bid, it'll stall at about 45 days.
So, but the plan is to partner
To
with,
partner with.
an entity that is established in this
Correct.
field. Okay. excellent.
Yeah, we're
Thank you.
definitely not going to reinvent the wheel.
Glad
Yep.
to hear it.
Council President?
Councilmember McLaren?
Mayor, while you're up there, sorry. So is the money that we have already authorized still
Unspent,
unspent?
correct.
This will be added to
Every
it.
penny.
So if I could just plead with you, I know that you said the conversations are happening, but sooner rather than later. Like
That's,
Councilman
yeah.
Casey said, it's such an urgent, and it's never going to go away. You know,
Ever.
so hopefully these funds will keep coming and we'll be able to quickly roll them out into already established programs.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing, we are seeing that the opioid settlement money where this comes from, which then is funneled through the county and then to the city, it is decreasing every year. So
Yeah.
hopefully the state can find alternative revenue or alternative funding to replace that because it is slimming down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank
But
you.
totally agree. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution 83 is adopted unanimously. Resolution 84, resolution confirming the appointment of Michael McNeff as Controller of the City of Troy. Councilmember Casey, at the request of the administration. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Councilmember Brosnan with a second by Councilmember Soriento. Discussion?
Council President,
Councilmember Vera?
Resolution 84 wasn't included on my agenda, and I just checked the city website and it doesn't appear to be included either. In the interest of just dotting our i's and crossing our t's, I'd like to make a motion for unanimous consent to add this item to the agenda.
Okay. Is there a second to that motion?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion that's been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We've added resolution 84 to the agenda officially. Is there any discussion on resolution 84? As I mentioned earlier, we held our confirmation hearing. We are very grateful to have a controller on board and are pleased with certainly the qualifications and are excited and look forward to timely reports. So all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution 84 is adopted unanimously. I will digress from our agenda and say that we have a public forum now on any item. If there's any person in the audience who wishes to speak on any item, they're more than welcome to come forward. Seeing none, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
We have many, many folks moving. And a second, please.
Second.
Okay,
Third.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned.
See.
Our special meeting on 2 items will be held at 7 o'clock. How we doing, Maria? We good? Are we good? Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the special meeting of the Troy City Council. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Keel,
Present.
Councilmember Brosnan,
Present.
Councilmember Spain McLaren, Councilmember Vera,
Present.
Councilmember Soriento. Here. Councilmember Casey,
Here.
Council President Steele,
Present.
all are present.
Thank you. We have a very brief agenda this evening, one ordinance and one resolution. However, we always have a public forum, and if there's anyone in the audience who wishes to speak on either of those two agenda items, we'd appreciate hearing from you. Seeing none, we'll move on to ordinances. Ordinance 35.
Ordinance 35, ordinance amending the 2025 general fund budget. Councilmember Casey at the request of the administration.
Is there a motion?
Motion.
Okay, I'm going to give it to Councilmember Brosnan with a second by Councilmember Soriento. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
7 ayes, 0 noes. Ordinance 35 passes.
I would at this time entertain a motion to add to the agenda Resolution 84,
Motion.
made by Councilmember Vera.
Second.
Seconded by Councilmember Brosnan. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We have added 84. Resolution 84.
Writing it all down.
Yep, got it.
Resolution 84, resolution confirming the appointment of Michael McNabb as comptroller of the city of Troy. Councilmember Casey at the request of the administration.
Is there a motion?
Motion.
Councilmember Keel with a second by Councilmember Brosnan. Discussion? Welcome aboard, Michael.
7 ayes, 0 noes. Resolution 84 passes.
Start paying.
And now a public forum on any agenda item.
You didn't vote.
Yeah, we vote.
Well,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
she declared it. All in favor?
Ah,
Opposed? It was announced.
Sorry.
That's right.
We got a controller.
you need flags.
Does anyone wish to address the council on anything, not necessarily on the agenda? Seeing none, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Councilmember Vera, seconded by Councilmember Brosnan. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned.
Easy.